Mornings are hell for neurodivergents. Unlike neurotypical people who wake up with a natural dopamine boost that helps them feel motivated to get through the day, we wake up in a dopamine deficit, which means everything is going to feel harder, heavier, and more overwhelming right from the jump. Add to this the fact that we are transitioning from sleep, which is low stimulation, to waking life, which is high stimulation, without a neurochemical helping hand, and our nervous systems are basically being thrown into the deep end before we've even fully opened our eyes. So yeah, mornings aren't just not our thing. They're scientifically stacked against us. Even still, there are ways to work with our brains instead of against them. Let's jump into those, shall we? Number one, this is the first thing you should do in the morning, regardless of the other 4 tips shared here, which you can mix and match, use or ignore as you see fit. But this one, commit to trying this one for at least 2 weeks in a row. The moment you crack your eyes open, look around your room and identify 5 shapes. Your window, rectangle. A mirror, square maybe? The sliver of light on the wall, triangle. Find 5 shapes and strive for at least 4 of those 5 shapes to be new shapes every morning. The more you pay attention, the more shapes will begin to appear. You want to do this because in a near constant state of overstimulation, neurodivergents often flee from our own bodies and take up residence inside of our heads. We try to jam our whole realities up there, so no wonder it feels overwhelming and loud before you learn to regulate frequently, that is. But this simple ritual will help your mind to trust that right at this very moment, all is well and you are safe. You are in your room. Yes, you're really there. You're not in any past moments of pain. You're not in any future moments that might feel frightening to think about. You are here. Even if the day ahead is going to be hell, or you live with people that you cannot stand, you'll teach your body that you're still trying to orient to safety, and that you will continue to seek out more and more safe spaces and moments. You'll earn your body's trust, and little by little, all the body people who took residence up here in your head will start to make their way back down to your body, and not because it's always pleasurable, but because they trust that you will always be looking for pockets of safety instead of always bracing for impact. Number 2, create a playlist right now that's full of songs that you can't help but shake the booty while listening to. You must make the playlist while you're feeling neutral to happy, and you must make a pact with yourself that you'll listen to it when you crawl out of bed in the morning, no matter how swamp creaturous you're feeling at the time. If you are completely honest with yourself and choose the songs that send you to the moon, then this ritual will give you the dopamine boost that neurodivergents don't naturally get in the morning, unlike our neurotypical counterparts. In fact, you might find that it's not a dopamine boost, but more of a dopamine blast. A fucking blast to the moon. I say this as a person who woke up this morning thinking of everything I hate, and then turned on Around the World by Daft Punk, and then invented a new dance where I crab walk from side to side across my kitchen, and then I said, you know what, I have to write about this, and here I am writing about it, and the wildest part is I haven't had a single drip of coffee yet. Number 3, jump 50 times. And yes, I said 50, because that's how I prefer to say 50, but also because now that I've slightly disrupted the pattern, this one might stick in your brain a little bit easier. You can pair this with the music or do it in silence. In fact, you know what? Try it in silence first. Let yourself feel annoyed and cringe while you jump, and then notice as you can't help but feel better as you near the 50 finish line. This is another dopamine blast, but also it's just a blast, and it moves lymph in your body, especially if you can do it with your arms raised, and it increases your blood flow. You should adapt this one to your preference level. Maybe a side to side leap feels better, or just hopping up and down without your feet ever leaving the floor. Do what feels good and not one thing more. Number 4, self-pleasure. And not to burst your bubble, but there is a specific way to do this to maximize results. Do not watch any accompaniments. Just be alone with your body. If this is new for you, it might take some getting used to, but it'll also help you feel more deeply in love with yourself, which we should all be trying to do any damn way. Feel your own skin and let it excite you. Notice the sensations that move through your body. Notice your breath, not the smell. That might stink first thing in the morning. Just before you reach conclusion, say an affirmation in present tense. I am instead of I will. I have instead of I want. This moment is why it's so important to do this alone with no accompaniments. The witchy girls know that this is a powerful moment to set an intention because your defenses are down and you're at maximum pleasure level, making it the perfect time to present new ideas and hopes and dreams to your nervous system. You can start small by saying or just thinking to yourself, I am having an amazing day. You can gradually increase your intentions as you grow more used to this ritual. I am motherfucking wealthy. And reminder, wealth is all kinds of things to all kinds of people. Do whatever feels good to you, and by the way, maybe plan it out ahead of time since it could be hard to work out the logistics mid You know. Number 5, stream of consciousness journaling or recording. If you feel like steamy shit in the morning, then just say that. Let everything you feel spill out of you onto your page or in a video or audio recording, and don't hold back. Let it out. This is one way to actually get it out, to bring you from activated to neutral, and to remind you that difficult feelings are perfectly acceptable and allowed. You don't have to reach for sunshine and rainbows every single day, but reaching a state of neutrality at the beginning of the day still leaves a lot of room for hope and improvement along the way. You can try this in a safe community setting by screaming into the void in my community, Practical Magic for Neurodivergents. The void is a chat thread there that's only available to paid subscribers, where you can vent freely without judgment, and you will not receive advice unless you explicitly ask. Practical Magic also contains a stream of consciousness audio ritual that can guide you along the way if you need a little bit more structure. And lastly, it's not immediately obvious because they don't form their entire identities around their neurodivergence, but there are plenty of people living with autism and ADHD who have stable and fulfilling lives. What often stands in the way of that is that we are prone to frequent dysregulation. So to be more stable, you have to choose to regulate frequently. And that can be boring. So I created a calendar to help. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you will get an unconventional regulating prompt. Once you download the calendar, it pops right into your own calendar with no extra effort. It's free to Practical Magic subscribers, or you can get it a la carte. Check my resources to find it. Okay, love you, bye!